Good morning, my beautiful souls. My name is Michael John, and it is my purpose to help you become your best version. So, the topic of this video is not really anything that I'll try to make it as knowledgeable as possible. But yesterday, I had a DMT experience, and I like doing my experiences out in nature, like in my backyard. And so, like, if I'm ever feeling at a low vibration and I just can't seem to pull my energy levels up, I'll microdose DMT and it will raise my vibration like no other. Absolutely amazing. So I was actually going to an energy healing get together, and I didn't want to bring any dense, low vibrational energy, so I decided to raise my energy by doing some DMT. And I'll tell you what, this DMT that I extracted this last time, I went about it a little bit differently. And if you're not familiar with how you extract DMT, you can find it on the internet. But I'm not promoting any type of drug use. I'm not promoting any type of... I don't promote you to break the law. Do your research and don't be dumb. But, so... obviously, one of the main ingredients in a DMT extraction is water, right? And then I got to thinking, well, water holds a vibration. So if I could put a loving vibration into this water, then it would probably have a positive effect on this molecule. And I did that, and let me tell you, this is probably some of the strongest DMT that I've ever experienced. So yesterday I was in the backyard, and I decided to have a DMT experience, and I'm sitting down and I take my first hit, and the first hit usually don't do anything to me because I got kind of I wouldn't say a tolerance to it, but I've done it so frequently that it has literally raised my vibration to a set point where DMT doesn't affect me like it would affect the normal individual that doesn't do it quite frequently. Like, if somebody who is not familiar with DMT would do DMT, they would just blast off. I don't do that. I take a hit, I have my eyes closed, and I could feel something going on. Like, I could just feel my neural pathways just firing in my brain, and I could just literally feel my vibration just raise immediately. And then when I wake up, or when I open my eyes, you know how, like, you can cross your eyes and you could see your nose and you could see your mouth? I can't do that. It's just like awareness up here. Like, I could feel my hair on my head, but I can't feel that I have a head. It's the weirdest thing. And my awareness opens up. So it's almost like I could go like this and I could see behind me. Because, I don't know. That's how I know the reality we live in is not what we truly think it is. And yes, you could say, well, you are under the influence of a psychedelic. That doesn't mean anything. Like, if you guys really know what these psychedelics are, they're tuning forks, and they tune you to a certain vibration so you can perceive that which you cannot see with the naked eye. And when I took my second hit, I didn't think anything really much was going to happen because, like I said, I have to take quite a bit for it to have a mind-blowing experience. So I thought. So I took this second hit, and I decided to start walking around because I just liked the whole experience. Everything just looked so much more colorful. Like you like open your like, how like we can only see like 1% of the light spectrum? Well, this like opens you up to like, I don't know, I don't want to say 100%, but let's just say like 10% of the light spectrum. So you're seeing colors that you're not familiar with, that you're not traditionally seeing. Well, my whole backyard just changed into some, like, almost like the Garden of Eden. It was like, if you guys could see, look at the grass, right? You see all that? Got my yoga mat. it's pretty dead. The grass is dead. I mean, when I took this hit of DMT, everything was freaking emerald green. My whole backyard was emerald green. And this barn right here, oh man, it looked like a palace. Well, anyways, for some reason, my attention was pulled to the sky. And I start looking at the sky. And I'm staring at the sun. And the sun, like, for some reason, it wasn't that intense. Like, I could stare directly into it. And while I was staring directly into the sun, I saw behind the sun, and it was like a firmament. It was weird. It looked like some type of covering over us. And I could just see almost like a reflection in the sky that there was a firmament. It was absolutely nuts. And then while I was looking up and I'm thinking, I'm like, what is that? Is that a firmament? My nose just started leaking. Like, I don't have a cold. If anything, my nose is dry. And when I looked up and then I saw this and my mind was blown because it looked like we had a firmament, my nose just released all this like fluid. It was like slimy, but not like boogers or snot. It was weird. It's like a mucus or something. It's almost like it was like brain matter. It's like I freaking blew my sacred secretion out my nose or something. And it was nuts. And then, so after I'm looking down, like after I'm like, wow, that's weird. And then I'm back looking in my yard. And my whole yard is completely different. I mean, it looks 20 times bigger than it usually does. Oh, I can't even explain it. I just can't even put words to how different my backyard looked. And I'm sitting there, and it's so much is like my whole reality is just shattering around me. And I honestly thought something was happening to me. So I had to sit down in the chair because my mind is blown and I'm like, get out of town. So then I'm sitting there and I'm trying to rationalize everything that I'm seeing right now. The firmament, how the sun looked, how my yard opened up, everything. And then it got even weirder. And I almost forgot where I was at. And it got to the point where what was once my current reality was completely gone. And I thought it was permanent. I didn't think it was going to change back. So I was like, you know what? You guys are fucking hilarious. You have jokes. So I just threw myself on the ground. I just laid down on the ground and said, you know what? I'm going to lay here until my reality comes back. If it ever does. And then I laid there for like 5 minutes. And then I got up. And then it was back to normal. But how do you explain that a molecule that we endogenously produce in our bodies creates this type of transcendental experience? What is it, and what is it for? I'll tell you what it's for. It's a window. It's a window to peek in to the spiritual realm, to a different dimension, because you could tune into different dimensions through this molecule, depending on, which one you get tuned to. But how this just totally will just annihilate what you think reality is. Will completely annihilate it. Like reality, ever since that I started experimenting with DMT, my whole paradigm on what reality truly is gone. And I know now that reality is not what you think it is. And it could change just like that. Drugs are not. Let's take the drug out of the equation. Drugs are not your whole reality could just crumble at any minute. And that's a scary thought. But just know, in my experience, what I feel is true to my heart is we're in some type of simulation. And everything is an illusion. And we're pretty much just tuned in to this reality, to this earth plane, this physical plane. We're tuned into it. We're not even really here, except this simulation is so fucking real that it seems like we're experiencing what we would call real life, reality. But really, it's just a simulation. Like right now, you are sleeping in the spiritual realm, having a dream right now that you are having a earth plane existence, a physical experience, but you're not. And I compare it to like if you were to go to bed and you would have this crazy lucid dream and everything seemed so real, and then you wake up and you're like, whoa, that was nuts. Oh, it was just a dream. Oh, it was just a dream. That's what it's going to be like when we die. It's going to be peaceful as can be, and then we're going to wake up and we're going to be staring down at our body. We're going to be confused for a little bit, and then we're going to realize, oh, that's what it was. Wow, I was dreaming. This shit seemed so real. Oh, I took this shit too seriously. I need to learn to let go a little bit more. Okay, I want to do it again. Let me do it again. I'm going to do better this time. So, if you get anything from this video, quit taking life so fucking seriously. Life was not meant to be taken seriously. Because you know what? One day you're going to die. And then you're going to reflect back on all the things that you just you took seriously. And all the times you got down on yourself for something so stupid, so simple. So, just keep an open mind. Follow your heart. And you'll always be where you need to be. But, more importantly, love yourself. Please subscribe, share, and be you.